Some kids are born genius, and some are creatively made by parents. Welcome to M for Parenting.
Hello parents, this is Priyanka Barge. Welcome to M for Parenting. Today is the 11th episode of Parenting and Child Development. This is the 11th video and today's topic is mind training techniques for your children. So in my previous video, I have already discussed with you one of the important mind training techniques, which is mind tracing. I hope you all must have watched the video and practiced it for your child. At least you might have plotted it down to practice. Now in this video, I am going to give you 4 important techniques for training the mind of your children. Now the first technique is the mindset. The mindset that you create for your children from a very small age. So mindset is to be created right from a very early age. And for those parents who have grown up children also, you can change the mindset of your kids if you feel it is not a positive and a growth mindset. So changing the mindset can be done in any age. So this video is basically for all the age groups. So you have to set a very positive and a growth mindset for your children. You have to be very open for discussions as parents. See, what we do as parents is we always tell our children that don't do this or don't go there. This is not for you. So these are the statements that we usually use for our children every day at home. So I think don't do that. Do not restrict your children from doing anything. So you be their guide and you be with them. But do not restrict them. This creates a negative mindset in children. So when children grow up, they feel that this is not for me, or maybe I will not be able to do that, or maybe I am not capable of doing something. So this kind of a mindset starts creating in their childhood, and when they grow up, they start seeing things with a negative attitude, and they start seeing things with doubt. Okay, and they have a lot of self-doubt also, whether they will be able to do something or whether they are capable or not. This is just because you have been telling them since childhood that don't do this and this is not for you, or you can't do this. So you have been telling them since childhood, and so when they are grown up, they are with the same thoughts in their mind. So mindset is actually created at home. Mindset is created by parents. So if a child has a positive mindset, it is all because of the family and the parents. And if a child has negative mindset, it is all again because of the family and parents. And mindset has a huge impact on personal and professional life. So it completely depends upon how we see things, how we approach people. Even when we meet someone, some new person, the first thing that comes to our mind, or the first thought that comes to our mind, is a negative thought. This is because we have been told since childhood that strangers are always dangerous, or strangers are always with bad intentions. So it is not the case. So we have been teaching our children very wrong things. When they grow up, if they meet any stranger, they always, the first thought that comes to their mind is always negative, and then they stop approaching the person, or then they don't talk to that person, or then they fail at building relationships. Okay. So do not create any kind of a negative mindset for your children. You should always have a positive mindset. You yourself should have a positive mindset, and you should teach your child to be always positive and on a growth mindset. So this is very important. Now the second thing that I would tell you is, second technique is the environment at home. So whatever kind of a mindset your children have, whether it is positive or negative, it is because of the environment at home. So how are you as a parent? So as a parent, you have to be very welcoming and you have to be very positive with your children. You should be always open for discussions, so that children do not find people outside the house for discussions and for sharing their expressions, their emotions, thoughts and views. So you as a parent, you have to welcome your children, and you have to never be negative. Even if they share something odd with you, you have to be very positive and guide them positively. Do not scold them or do not get irritated. Do not show it on your face, because the next time they won't come to you for any kind of discussions. They'll start finding people outside the home, or they'll start discussing with their friends. So it is very important. As parents, you have to have 100% influence on your children. You have to be their first influencers, so that they won't get influenced by any other people outside the house, because people outside the house may give them a bad experience, may give them a wrong advice also, and then children tend to go towards a wrong direction. So instead of that, you be their first influencer, and you be their strongest influencer, so that they should come back home for discussions and come back home to you for telling any kind of a thing that they want to tell or share something, because you have to become an influencer for them. We say that when children go to school and colleges, they get influenced by friends and people around them in colleges. So I think this is not the case. It is wrong. If you as a parent are very influential for your child, the child will surely come back home for discussion with you. The child will surely share everything with you, and the child will never get influenced by people outside the house if you are a very strong influencer for them. So the first influencer for children should be always a parent, and the last influencer for a child should always be a parent. I'll give you an example. My daughter is just 2.7 years old, but even if anybody tells her something, she comes back to me and asks me whether that thing is right or wrong, whether she should do it or no, and she discusses it with me and then decides whether she has to do it or no, because I have a huge influence over her. So as a parent, we have to be strong influencers. Okay, so this will also keep our children protected from all the bad things that are happening in the world. The third point is share your experiences and your knowledge with your children. So when you share your experiences, the children can learn from your experiences. At least they will take away some points from your experiences and remember them the next time. If they go through such kind of a situation, they can use those points, or they'll remember those points and at least know what to do and what not to do. So always share all the good and bad experiences that you had in your life, so that they can learn from your experiences and learn from your knowledge. Okay, so as a parent, it should be a first priority to give knowledge to our children, because giving knowledge is not only the duty of a teacher. As a parent, we have to be a teacher. As a parent, we have to be a child. As a parent, we have to be a friend. As a parent, we have to be a guide. So we have to play multiple roles as a parent. We also have to be a strong influencer. So as a parent, you have to play multiple roles for your children, so that they will always tend to be on the side of positivity and good learning, and they will never take anything bad from the society or anything bad from the world. Fourth thing is very important, is maintaining all these 3 points that I told you. Okay, even if you set a growth and a positive mindset for your children, you have to maintain it through your behavior, through your expressions, and through the time that you give them. Also, you have to give them a lot of time every day, and you have to be a very welcoming parent. As I told you, you have to maintain all these points that I told you. So even if you do it for a few years and then later you tend to stop doing these practices, your child can just lower back on the mindset, or his mindset may drop down, or he may get influenced by people outside house. So do not break this practice, do not break this habit. You as a parent, you make it a habit, you make it your own personality. Let your personality be like this, so that you will not require to take extra efforts to practice all these points. Okay, so make it your own personality, and if it becomes your own personality, your children will surely be like you. So children should always feel very positive and energetic when they talk to you, when they discuss with you. Okay, your energy, your vibes should be so positive and welcoming that they should never get influenced by anything bad outside the world. So these are the 4 points that you have to focus as a parent, and do practice those points with your children. Tell me what are the results. Also, do subscribe the channel, like this video, and keep watching. Till then, bye.
Subscribe to the channel to guide your kids towards success. and press the bell icon to get updated with all the videos.